back on YouTube after a 4 or 5 month break, and yeah, we just took a little break from the whole YouTube thing, actually the traveling thing, and the adventure thing. So we're just back on the road, and the main reason why we're back on the road is because this is my 50th birthday weekend. Today's Friday. My birthday is actually on Sunday, June 26th. But we're getting away early for my birthday weekend. And what better way than to celebrate my 50th monumental birthday than to go to Monument Valley, Utah, which I'm super excited about because I've never been there. She's never been there. So it's going to be the first for both of us. And I've heard nothing but great things about this place. I would say that it's completely way overdue and something that we should have done much earlier, since we've been in Arizona now for a couple of years, or almost 2.5 years. And so, but it doesn't matter. But it's happening now. It's happening this weekend. It's happening right now as we speak. So as you just saw in the opening, we just passed by Flagstaff and Mount Humphreys. So we're currently on the 89 heading north to go up to the 160. So the thing is, we're not going straight to Monument Valley right now. We're going to make a pit stop in, I believe it's called Tuba, Arizona, where there is actual fossils of dinosaur tracks, and I believe some other like remains of the dinosaurs. So that's where we're going first. We're only what are we at? 23 miles actually away from that place, and it is owned by the Navajo Indians. So there will be Native Americans there selling jewelry, and I believe that they have tours. Actually, I don't think that you can even go to see these tracks and stuff like that without their guide, because they want to make sure that everything is, stays cool on their land. No one's littering or causing problems. So, and although that this is free, it is suggested that you tip them or you buy a piece of jewelry just to kind of keep everything kind of cool, with them. So, but that's it. So the first stop, dinosaur tracks, and hopefully some dinosaur bones or fossils or whatever. So we'll see. You're gonna see with us for the first time very soon. Oh my goodness, we just hit a downpour here in the middle of the desert. What's up with that? Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wait, right over there, Joey's been taking you.
Yeah, so it's all underwater. It's gone under. That's cool. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you said these were from the raptors?
Yeah, velociraptor on some of them.
Oh, I thought there was like one track. I didn't realize there was so many.
Yeah. And the other track's gone. Yeah, they're all over right here. Yeah, they say it was all underwater. They say this one's a fossilized ammonite shell. It's round. The tail's right there. The water in it. A small track. right there. See? Going this way right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably the mom right there, maybe. See the baby tracks right there. Baby Junior. The Dilophosaurus. And the raptor, velociraptor on most of these tracks here going that way.
Do you know how old did they estimate these as being?
65 million years ago.
65 million years ago?
Yeah.
I was thinking 25, so I was off.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
That's cool.
Yeah, then it goes down that way. So
Okay.
This way,
that way,
Wow.
and the rain will follow us.
You know what? Honestly, it feels nice. It's not coming. It's coming down just perfect. Any more would be like a problem.
yeah. This raptor is running. He's running in the mud that way. Made a big track right here. And you don't see no other track right here. Look like he jumped from there to here.
Oh wow.
You see
Yeah.
the skid mark. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then the other tracks right
It's a
up
skid
there.
mark right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Long middle toe. They got the long middle toe, pterodactyl.
So the pterodactyls had the long toe.
This one you can see the claw mark on this one. See the claw marks are way up here.
Oh, the claw marks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right there.
Gray one right there. They say that's underwater plant right there.
Oh,
Underwater plant?
Underwater plant. Yeah. You'll see big piece up here. Look right there. See the big piece right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
a what?
Underwater plant.
Underwater plants here.
This is it right here.
Yeah.
You can see they're like fossils of the plants underwater
That's very cool.
for so long.
Yeah, and then you'll see some of those rocks down the path. They call them corpholite. They say stones are dropping. Yeah.
Isn't here?
Yeah. Look at this.
So it's like probably like the water, right? Just rounded them off from just
The mud, maybe.
the mud and the water. Yeah, the combination. Wow. Yeah.
There's a big piece right there, that brown one right here.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's very nice that it's until now you still can see those footprints.
This right here.
Yeah.
This was cut out
Yeah.
and brought to the Flagstaff Museum. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Part two.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
You mean so this cut out? There's a footprints on it.
Yeah.
It must have been like really good for them to put into like museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. How'd you guys feel about that? I mean, did you give them permission?
No.
They just came and did
They
it?
just came and got it.
No kidding.
And they say, look like one of them died here. They say the skin right here, the rib right here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can see the scales. Wow.
You imagine how they look like when they're still here. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
The Dilophosaurus again, going this way in the mud. They say it's got 4 toes here. Actually, it's got 3
Yeah.
toes up there.
Get the 4 toes.
Yeah, that's how
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. And which is one called?
Dilophosaurus.
Oh.
That big track you saw up there, the first one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So how many different ones we talking about here? Like 3 or 4?
about 4.
4 different ones.
Dilophosaur.
Yeah, that right there has got 3 toes, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say
Point.
underwater plant all over right here.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's all underwater plants. All underwater fossils.
Actually, these are calmars probably trying to grab the underwater plant.
Yeah.
They were what?
Trying to grab the plant.
What are they called? Oh, yeah.
Underwater. Calmar. Calmar trying to grab the plant.
Oh, I see. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't even see that. You did that.
How's that?
That's great.
Almost 3 months now. Ago it rained, the sun was all the way over here. After the rain, this one showed up. See this footprint right here?
Yeah.
You can see the Calmar, the other footprints right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah. After the rain, the sun washed away. This one showed up. The underwater plant right here.
Yeah, so if this ever rained off, there's probably more prints and stuff under here.
There's more stuff under there. One time it rained over there. After the rain, there was a claw right there. Yeah, me, I live way back there where the trees are.
You live back there?
Yeah, I live back there. We just come out here and take care of the tracks, you know.
Oh.
People take out, you know, tracks, you know, dinosaur
So you
tracks
mean
they
that
take
green,
out.
that greenery area there?
Yeah, that green area. We
How
got
long you gonna walk from
reservoirs
there?
Do you walk over?
No,
Is it green because there's water back there?
Yeah, there's water. All water coming out where all the green area is.
Oh, awesome.
I mean, do you have like a river back there?
Well, it comes out of the mountain.
Oh, like a spring?
Yeah,
Yeah,
spring. Yeah,
okay.
natural spring water.
Wow.
Yeah. We got reservoir, 3 there, 2 over here. We have gardens too. We planted now, yeah.
Oh, wow. What are you planting?
Well, we got grapes, apple, peaches, pears, you know, and then corn.
Wow, you got it all.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Amazing.
excellent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Back in the 40s when they were making the highway, they found the tracks, you know, they made the highway there for the
Oh. So how long you been living here?
all my life.
All your
Yeah,
life?
all my life, yeah. This one, they say, is the skeleton of the Dilophosaurus, that big track you saw out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 2 hind legs right there, the tail
Yeah.
up there, the back, the neck right there, the arm right here,
Mm-hmm.
10 to 12 feet high. These are,
Wow.
yeah. And they took out his bone right there where the sand dunes is right there. One's in Albuquerque, one in Flagstaff.
Oh, they took some of the bones out?
Yeah,
Bring it to the museum.
yeah, to the museum.
So you're coming out here every day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, every day. Yeah, the long middle toe here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you see some tracks right there. That's the only one they cleaned, but there's tracks right here. Yeah, you see tracks there. And then from here, you see all the corporalite dropping.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all the brown ones. Yeah, pterodactyl tracks you see there, they say one of them lost its snail.
We're here?
Yeah.
Here?
That black one.
What's that?
It's a nail?
Nail.
Oh.
Yeah, the whole nail was in there. The outside was all white. Here, somebody took it out.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably the inside all white.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever see any more tracks like between here and your home?
Yeah.
So they're just everywhere.
There's tracks way on top of that big mesa right there, right at the edge. There's some tracks right there. There's tracks all the way back there.
So they're just everywhere.
Yeah, and then they say on that mesa up there, there's some tracks up there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Up here.
They say this one's an egg here. And
Oh, an egg.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then there's one right there too, where she stand that black pot right there.
This one?
This one here?
Right, the other one right there. This one here.
Oh, this one here. Oh,
Yeah, right there.
yeah, right here. Wow.
So the egg is just like preserved into the
Yeah.
ground.
And the mud, when it probably drop in the mud.
Wow.
Yeah, this was a bigger egg, but almost 3 months ago now. Somebody took it out.
Someone took it out.
Yeah, I brought some people over. They looked at it. Next day, I brought some more people over. It was gone. Another egg right there, see?
Yeah.
Can take a picture of it now, then I'll put water on it. When I put water on it, it stands out more.
Okay.
That's very cool.
You can see the white shell right there. And then the dropping. Dinosaur dropping. You'll see them all over right here on these rocks.
What do you mean by dropping? Like,
Dinosaur poop.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So the round part, see that round one?
Yeah.
It's down at the bottom, so if they take this out, it's going to be like that.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
How could it be
So this is actually poop over here that could have came out
from there?
here. More eggs.
A lot of water here, water wet down, water ripple. This is. And then you can see the underwater plant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we just finished up the tour, as you just saw. I was going to update everybody once we first got here, but everything happened so fast. As soon as you pull up into this place, basically one of the Native American people will come up to you and basically not only offer a tour, but they'll basically tell you that they're going to give you a tour. Again, they're doing it because they want to protect their land, and she was telling us stories that even some things got stolen out here, like an old dinosaur egg. So it makes sense why they're really protective about who comes on their land. So I didn't even have time to introduce this place. Once we first got here, we got out of the car and boom, she picked us up and just started showing us the tour. So it's much appreciated and all. And just to clarify, we are in Tuba City, not just Tuba, Arizona. So I thought earlier, I just forgot the city part. But here we are. This is the parking lot for the dinosaur tracks. And quite frankly, that was, I mean, you probably heard me throughout the video. I was just like, wow. It's a major wow factor being somewhere and seeing things that is like 65,000 years old. I mean,
65 million.
What did I say?
65
oh,
million.
Excuse me, 65 million years old. I mean, what else is there to say? Like, wow, that's amazing, or unbelievable, incredible. It's like, those are all the words you're going to use here. And but yeah, so that's it. That's our stop at the dinosaur tracks. Hope you guys enjoyed it like we did. And if you ever get a chance to come out here in Tuba City, Arizona, this is actually a must stop. It's right off the 60 freeway. So now we're off to Monument Valley,
Yay!
which is why we're out here. So super excited, and we'll be shooting a bunch of footage, and we have a couple of things planned. We have a hike planned on the Wild Cat Trail, and then we going on the 17-mile self driving tour around the 11 monuments that are out there. So super excited about this, really excited about this. Seriously, I've been hearing nothing but great things about it. So back on the road we go. All right, so here we are. We just pulled into the Elephant Feet. These are two big rocks that shoot out that look like elephant feet. It's right down the street from the dinosaur tracks. Maybe, what was that? Maybe about 10 miles, 15 miles? And on the same road. And I did read about these. I wasn't sure if we're going to see them or not, but literally it's right off the same road, the 160. So we had to stop. But yeah, these are really cool. They look just like elephant feet, even with like the bottoms of I guess what what a elephant foot would look like. Here we are at Golding's RV and Campground in Monument Valley, Utah. And look at, here's our Jeep. And it's parked in our camp spot. We originally had this one here, tent spot 14, but the problem was there was no fire pit, so we had to go back and ask them for one with the fire pit, so they put us right next door, and here we are. Here's our fire pit. Now the thing is, just for the record, they said when I got this place that it was going to fit up to 4 tents and 10 people. I thought it was going to be a bigger piece of land here. I'm not sure how you would even fit 10 people or 4 tents. We got a Jeep and one like junior tent, which is actually our shed where we keep all the extra stuff that we just don't need to be lugging around in the Jeep. So we brought our shed with us, but we got our picnic table and of course the fire pit. And then beyond here you can see the monuments out in the distance. Now the other thing is, real quick, when you come over here, we are actually right at a trailhead. It's called the Arches Trail Point Trail, and here it is. How cool is that? And then it goes up there and then across there, and it actually goes, I believe, out and around that big rock right there. That way you get amazing views of the monuments on the other side of it. I think, are we doing that trail like now? Go check it out?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go for a hike now, which means you guys are gonna come along with us and find out what is around that corner. But I have a really good idea of what it is. What do you think? What's your guess?
I don't know. Let's
She
go
doesn't
find
know.
out.
Let's find out. Okay, it's done. There you go. Good morning, guys. It's the next day, Saturday, June 25th. And I just want to show you guys something real quick. I don't know if you can see on my shoulder. Actually, I'm going to flip the phone and you can see it. Look at that. We missed the sunrise this morning. I mean, it's sort of happening right now, but you really want to get it right when it comes up. So anyway, we're up early now. It's about maybe 6:30, and we're going to head out to do the Wildcat Trail, which is a 3.9, a 4-mile hike. It's a loop hike around one of the monuments. And I don't think it's one of the actual monuments because it's 11 monuments, but it's one of like a big rock kind of thing. So should be pretty cool in itself. There is a off-road bike race that's on the main trail that goes around the monuments. So we have to wait until that is over with, which I'm hearing that it's going to be over by around 10 a.m. So we won't be able to do the 17-mile tour around the 11 monuments by the Jeep until that time, which is fine. And we're also going to visit the Forrest Gump site, you know, the part where where he decides to stop running in the movie and says basically, I think something like, you know, I'm done, I'm going home. And that famous scene with the monuments in the back. So we're going to stop by and try to visit that area, exactly where they shot that. So it should be pretty cool as well. I got to be really quiet because it is early and there's a lot of people still sleeping in the places around me. So, but we're going to be off, and in a few minutes here, we're going to grab something to eat and get on that trail, the Wildcat Trail. We made it here to the Forrest Gump scene where he does stop running. You can see there's other people here. These people are here from Spain visiting, and there's constantly people pulling over here to take the photos in the middle of the road and everything. And what we were told was they used to have a sign here, which I believe it's right here, where it said, I think what it said was do not stop, but I think it's changed now because they have like a little area here where they paved it quickly so that way you can stop and take photos, because it was probably a situation where it got like really dangerous because there was no other place to pull off. I mean, if you see on this side of the road here, it's very, very thin, and if the same thing was on this side, I mean, it would be reckless that people would be pulling over anyway and trying to sneak a picture, even though they had signs that say, you know, not to do it. But no, right down the street there was actually a sign that said, you know, the Forrest Gump, you know, famous scene area or whatever. So they actually put up the signs acknowledging that it's here, and they took down the sign that says don't stop and made it paved so that way people here can stop and take their photos and stuff. So pretty cool to be here though, I gotta admit. here now in Monument Valley Park, Navajo Park. It costs us $16 to get in here, which is actually a discounted rate. I think normally, it costs $10 a person or $20 per car of 4. So for whatever reason, they only charge $8 today. I'm not sure if that's a normal thing. I saw 2 different prices online, but but that was the lower one today, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, we're about to do this trail, which goes down around here. It's called the Wildcat Trail, and it's like 3.9 miles, I think, around. But we do have a bike race that's currently going on behind us at the starting line, or at the trailhead. So I'm not sure now if we're going to be sharing the trail with the bikers or not, or not. I don't think so, though, because they're doing a trail loop of like 13.6 miles and ours is only 3.9. So likely enough, we're probably not going to, but who knows? There's a lot of bikers going every which way. So, but either way, it should be pretty cool. And by the way, can you look at these views behind me? We're currently on the Wildcat Trail, and basically what's going to happen is we're going to go down below here into a wash, and we're going to be going all the way around this guy right here. So one time all the way around that, it reconnects, it loops back up to this trail, and we end up back up top there. So, and the thing is that it's very sandy, so it's actually like a beach on the way up. So it's going to be like climbing a sand dune on the way back up. But it's not that steep. It shouldn't be a big deal. But anytime you have to walk through sand, loose sand, to go up, it's never fun, right? I mean, who likes that? This apparently is like the halfway point. We have this stick, I don't know, what do you call it? It's a stick cross thingy, whatever, I'm not sure. And the monument, and then over here we have a bench to chill out. It actually started to rain a little bit, just a few drops, not a big deal, but this would have been perfect if it actually started downpouring to kind of hide from the storm if needed. But yeah, it's a 2-mile mark, so again, halfway. And I'm not sure if I ever mentioned this before, but my God, it is like so dry out here. It's not hot. It's, as you see, the clouds are here. We're kind of getting hit with some raindrops. It's probably like high 70s, if that. I mean, it's really, nice breeze. It's nice, but it's just the air itself. It's so dry out here, where you constantly feel like you have to just drink. even if you're not even exuding a lot of energy or anything like that, it's just, you could be just standing still, and in a matter of time, you're just like, oh my God, like I need to drink something or a lot. So that's what we're going to do now, is just drink our Gatorades and rehydrate and do the second half. So that's it. We made it around the loop, well, around that as a loop, and we just completed the loop part here, right there. So here, this is where the junction comes in, and then we went down there to start. So the loop is complete. However, like I mentioned earlier, now we gotta hike out through this really light, loose sand. So it's probably not gonna be very pleasant. And I mean, the sand is like, it's beautiful, it's so light and so nice, but not good for hiking through. I can tell you that right now. We made it to the top because it is a hike out in that sand. So the Wildcat Trail is done. That was cool though. Really happy that we did it. It was very scenic, really enjoyable. Again, the weather was just perfect to do it. And we didn't see anyone out there until now. It's just at the end. There's a few people going in, but 90% of it, we didn't see anyone out there, which is perfect. So, I don't know, I just couldn't even order a better day. As far as weather, wind, clouds, scenic, and a few drops of rain. The boot, you know, to cool us off. So now we're gonna get in the car and go where like this car is going for the 17.6 mile loop around all 11 monuments. So that's where we're gonna go right now. what you think about that tour of Monument Valley. Yeah, I mean, as great as it might have looked on the video, I mean, you're not going to understand the actual beauty of what it's like out here unless you come out here yourself. I mean, seriously. A lot of these monuments are like, the monument rocks, they're just huge. You just cannot grasp how big they are until you're right underneath them or, right next to them. So I would suggest anyone who has never been out here, make your way out here at some point. It is starting to get a little hot out. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So, and as I've been saying all along, it's very dry heat, but now the sun's starting to break through and all that stuff. So we have probably another 8 miles of driving out because it kind of ends at this point here. And then we backtrack back up to the parking lot. So, and then we're gonna head back to the campground and take a break and rehydrate and probably get some food and get ready for tonight. Tonight we're starting a fire. Last night we weren't able to because we had neighbors that were very close, but tonight we're definitely lighting a fire. What a relaxing way to end the day after all the heat. It is hot out there. We keep talking about that all day. But the campground actually has this awesome pool. Oh my God, it feels so good, right?
How can you find a campground?
I know, right? How many campgrounds do you know that has an indoor pool to cool off in? Especially when you have the whole pool to yourself because everybody else is out there in Monument Valley just roasting. We went early this morning. Now when it's really hot, later in the day, then we're now just relaxing in the pool all by ourselves, all to ourselves. Oh yeah, no, seriously, it feels so good. Good morning on day 2, which is actually my 50th birthday. Happy birthday to you. We're here still at the campground. We're packing up and we're getting ready to head out and go horseback riding for the first time in my life. I've never been on a horse, and after 50 years on the day, I'm gonna get myself on a horse today. So that's what's happening this morning before we head back home. And we're just packing up. Again, we had some rain here last night. The clouds are still here, but that ain't gonna stop us from doing what we need to do. Actually, we're supposed to just push out and clear up as the day goes on. And quite frankly, it keeps everything nice and cool right now, so I ain't complaining about that at all. So that's it. So off to the ranch we go and going riding today. We're at the KOA campground here, right outside Monument Valley. You can see right behind me, so the monument's nice. And yeah, so we're gonna pay for these and get on an hour ride before we start heading home. And for the first time, again, this is kind of a big moment, right? First time on a horse in 50 years, my whole entire life. See how it goes.